Hello everyone, Earth Angel here. I had not planned on doing a video today. Today is kind of my down day. I'm actually working on a project, doing some mission work, and I'm also doing some homework. But I wanted to come to you because a certain topic has, I was doing my homework and it hit on a certain topic, which is something that has been on my mind for a little while, and it has to do with generalizations. The reason why I have come to you today is because, you know what, I was watching a YouTube video the other day, and this person, started going in. It was a guy talking about a woman, and next thing you know, he was calling her bees and hoes because now supposedly the situation was because he just told her your shoe is untied, and I don't understand where do and then she said, she was like, I have a man at home, blah 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 blah. Where do the lines get crossed? Why would that even be a factor? Why would that answer even be given to if he's like, excuse me, miss, excuse me, your shoe's untied. Just say, your shoe's untied and go on about your business. And, she's like, I have a man at home, but where, I don't know. It may have been a trigger for her when he said, excuse me, miss. But why on earth did he get so mad on YouTube? And he's calling her a bee and a hoe and this and that. And I don't know. I was not a part of the conversation. I wasn't there. Neither were the rest of us. But then he came on YouTube and he started talking about the situation. And then next thing you know, when you look at the comments, oh, yeah, all women are bees, and blah, 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 and all these, blah, 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 blah. He went from her being a bee and hoe to all women. They act like this, and they blah, blah, blah. And then that's where the generalization came in, okay? So, let me go back. So, let's say you go to an event. You go to a meeting, a conference, and or go to a party or a mixer or something like that, and you come out, and you went with a friend, and you come out and you say, oh man, I learned so much, I had a great time, I have to go back next year. This was absolutely wonderful. And then you're talking to them, but they answer as if you were at two different events. So they might say, you know what, those people were awful. They were rude. Those people around us were rude, and they were disrespectful. And so what they were doing actually was observing them being rude and disrespectful to someone else. They weren't actually being rude or disrespectful to them. They were observing them the other people being rude or disrespectful to someone else. And that formed their mind of, I'll never come back to this conference again because the people are mean and nasty. Where did that come from? All I experienced were people were respectful. People were happy. People were loving. People were helping one another. There may have been one or two people over here who were moody or had a bad day. We don't know what their situation is, why they come moody, or they may have been feeling really good and someone else made them feel a certain way. We don't know what it is. But the thing about it is, I ask you not to take on what you observe. Okay? The only thing that you should have inside is what is reality, truth, what really happened to you. If a situation happened to you, then you're going to see the two perspectives, right? You're going to look at it like, oh, he said, or she said, or he and she's, whatever. But as far as observing, detach from that. Do not take that on. And that's where our old beliefs come from. That's why I asked you to purge a lot of that old stuff out. Because, and it may not be old. Well, anything from right now is old. That's how I consider it. But it can be a belief that a teacher, a coach, a parent said to you, they don't like this person because of something they did. It could be anything. But it is a belief. It's not necessarily true. It's only your perception of what happened. It's not your truth. It's not your reality. If something happened to you from someone, then you can sit there and go, well, this is my reality. My reality is that they don't like me. Okay, well, that's your reality. That's what you think. Okay? It doesn't have to come down to, everyone commenting on this one. Well, I'm speaking my truth. This is what happened. So everyone is supposed to side with you. Not necessarily. Because not sometimes, a lot of times, there are people who are actually looking at both perspectives. And let's say, if a girlfriend asks you, oh, if I had this, my boyfriend did this, and blah, 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 has it ever happened to you? Then you can honestly speak from your perspective. Yes, it happened to me. My boyfriend and I, talked about this, or my husband and I, or we had this situation. Yes, you can speak from experience. But if it's one thing like, a girlfriend told me, or my boy told me about this girl, about how girls are, and blah, blah. Okay, then it's a generalization. It's not necessarily true because it's not something that happened to you. The only way that you can speak to it is if it happened to you. You have reality of the situation. So I ask you to continue purging, continue to get out the things that that you no longer wish to carry, from your parents, from your teacher, coach, babysitter, whoever it might be, and from your friend, you know what I mean? All men are dogs. What? Where do you get that from? All men are dogs. That's not true. I'm not going to side with you on that one because all men are not dogs. That's not a true statement. Now, if I sit here and think about, my past relationship, and he didn't respect me the way I want to be respected, then I can say, I wasn't treated the way that I wanted to be treated, and that's why we no longer have a relationship. And just cut it off there. That's how I am. I don't have to sit there and agree with you and go, oh, yeah. I'm going to generalize him and add him to all the group of men and say they're dogs. They're not dogs, right? Okay? It just like women are not bees and hoes. And then, I heard this, the Kevin Hart thing where he calls men Mitches. Oh my gosh. Stop doing that. Stop calling people names, all right? Number one. Number two, stop generalizing, putting people together. It's not true. What one or two people may have said or how they feel is not how the whole world feels. So generalizing a race or generalizing women or men, stuff like that, it's not right. It's not the way that you go about doing things. So I urge you to continue to purge out a lot of the old beliefs. And number one for women would be men are dogs. Who said that? And why did they say that? There's a reason why they said that. Do you actually feel that way? No. No. Don't carry it. Don't say that. Don't spread it. Because it's not truth. All right? Or men calling women whatever. It has to stop somewhere. Okay? So, when you listen to, I was reading some of the comments of this one YouTube, and they made a wonderful distinction of males and men, females and women. You're this male or you're a female, you're calling people bees and hoes, and, look at the way they, okay, a woman or a man, mature, it doesn't have to do with age now, mature woman or man will not do the bees and hoes and Mitches and all that stuff. They won't do that. They're going to speak intelligently, speak with respect. Now, something may happen that might make them mad, but that doesn't mean they have to start name-calling, okay, or cursing people. You don't have to do that, and it is your own, I don't want to say state of mind, but it is your own decision of making, of calling people that. It's not, well, they do it. Okay, take responsibility for your own actions, for you. Okay, look at you. Take accountability and say, okay, I'm going to stop doing that, because just because they do that doesn't mean that I have to do that, because I'm not them. I'm a whole different person. I'm not them. I don't have to be that way. So that's what I want to come and speak to you about for generalizations. I need to get back to work, but I look at my background. My background is in healthcare. I've had, since the age of 18, of being in healthcare. I do have IT as well, and accounting. I do have that finance. But healthcare has been around, has been a part of me for a long, long time. Humanitarian has been with me for a long time, helping others, and that's what it is all about for me. So I just wanted to kind of share that with you. I also want to let you know that I love you. I love each and every one of you. You are loved. I don't hate anybody. I love everybody. And it's all about loving yourself, bringing yourself back to, coming back to zero, saying, you know what, I purge out all that crazy stuff, all right? Because that's not me. It's not me. I'm normally a loving, down-to-earth person, and that's who I am and I choose to be. However, I am going to speak my truth whenever my truth needs to be spoken. And, you know, not everyone is going to agree, but you don't have to bash anyone for it either, all right? For what their opinion or what they feel. However, in generalizations, in purging, I ask you to please go within and work on the things that are not true, work on the things that need to be flushed out. That way your life will get better. You'll start seeing manifestations, you'll start seeing success, more and more success come to you with the right frame of mind. So anyway, Earth Angel here. Just wanted to share that with you. Got to get back to work. Peace.